What's up, everyone? Welcome to Kart Life. I'm Sammy D, all things Mario Kart and Mario Kart Tour. Thanks for tuning in. If it's your first time, check out the rest of the channel for lots of Mario Kart Tour goodness. I just did a special video having my own summer festival for the Summer Festival Tour. You can check it out right here. Went to some of my favorite Japanese spots, Japanese food and drink, all in anticipation of this tour, and specifically next week when, on Wednesday, hopefully we'll have chances at these Japanese characters, Mario Hakama, my #1 most wanted character in the game, and we'll do some pipe pulls for him. I'm hoping. I've saved a lot of rubies, 588 now. That's a lot of hard work, a few bundles, but mainly very, very hard work. Like 90% of that is the real grind that gets you the rubies from Ranked Cup that are the premium currency in this game and the way we get new characters. And I've been working really hard. This week in Ranked, we're going to talk about the Daisy Cup, talk about these 3 tracks, some strategies, loadouts you need to consider, ways to think about your tickets, and how to succeed in Ranked. But yeah, stay tuned next week for a very special video, probably next Wednesday when the second pipe kicks in. I'll do my all clear pipe for y'all, should be fun. I will do my Whale Captain member single pipe pulls and get into what's hopefully a very exciting week 2 pipe. I'm very excited for it. All in celebration of 2,000 subscribers. Big moment here at Kart Life. Appreciate all y'all's support. Want to also give a big shout out to 2 new pit crew members. Memberships are now available in Kart Life. You get some perks and you can read about them below in the description or by clicking the join button under each and every video. So join me in welcoming aboard to the pit crew KV, what's up, and Video Gamer Boy Forever. And if you haven't checked out Video Gamer Boy Forever's channel, do so. His pipe pull reactions are not to be missed, and the gold dry bones pull he just did brought me a lot of joy, so I recommend you checking that out. So glad to have you all as members. Appreciate it so much. Helps the channel grow, helps me be able to put in the time it takes to make Kart Life. It's kind of time consuming, but it's a labor of love, and thanks to y'all, I can keep doing it. I'm with y'all in the chat, and any super chats will get big shout outs in the next video I do, and want to give special thanks for last video's super chats to Nikki V. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being back in the pit crew. Thanks so much for the super. And Grind for Gold, another pit crew member. Y'all are not only pit crew members, but you're doing super donos in the chat. It's just amazing. Y'all are awesome. Thanks so much to the pit crew. And in the Discord, also available below, you can chat about Mario Kart Tour, your Ranked Cup strategies, get some help from other players, help with your loadouts. What should I do? How can I improve here? Speculation about future game developments, spoilers for data mined info, all sorts of other things, including a members only channel and a pit crew only channel in the Discord below. All right, and now it's time to get in the Ranked Cup breakdown. Let's do this. We got 3 tracks to talk about today. I do not have perfect lines, and with all the videos out there from OTK channel and Carlos and Kai and all these people, we're not lacking perfect line videos that are out there on YouTube for y'all to study. Even I'm studying them myself. And I think part of what I can provide is not necessarily videos of perfect lines that are done within 1 or 2 days of the tour coming out, because I myself have not gotten to that total mastery point on each of these tracks. What I can provide is little tips here and there, and I'm trying to rethink how I do the Ranked Cup breakdown. I'm really close to maybe an idea of how I totally redo how I make these videos, but I'm not sure about it yet. I will say it's inspired by my days growing up as a gamer when you opened up a Nintendo Power and you saw just key select tips that helped you figure out on your own how to come up with the perfect lines. But anyway, there's lots of great videos out there showing the great lines on all these tracks. I'll just be talking about the loadouts, what to think about for your ticket use, and a few tips on each track. So Tokyo Blur 3, it's great to have it back. When I did my tour reaction, I missed Tokyo Blur 3R. Actually, I was still waking up. I did the Tokyo Blur 1R. But I love Tokyo Blur 3. This is really cool. I love any Tokyo track. Huge Japanese fan when it comes to alts and tracks here in the game. I love being on the highway. It's awesome. So with these Tokyo tracks, especially if you're newer to the game and they haven't brought these tracks back in a while, you can get player level XP in the upper left hand corner for all of these tracks, and they're relatively short. So the more you play them, and I would recommend doing just like dozens of runs on these before you like do a lot of ticket upgrades and go for your runs, because go ahead and cross some player level thresholds so that when you're at 0% on a new player level, you can start quitting out of your runs and not really lose a lot. And keep in mind, this player level at the top, this is where you build up your position points for first place. This is an often overlooked contributor to top high scores. If you're still not at player level 100, and I know a lot of people who still aren't, you might consider really trying to push a little bit of a grind for some player XP on new tracks that you haven't raced a lot and get to that player level 100 at least. It's really going to help you in your ultimate score, especially if you're going up against higher and higher opponents. It's really going to help you. And I'm myself trying. After you cross 100, you get less XP per race. It's really frustrating. I'm right now getting just like 0.2 or 3% on Tokyo Blur. It's like, just cut me off, man. Don't make me do this 0.2 percentage every race. It's really a slog, but in the grand scheme of things, it will help you. Plus, as you uncap things, and I want to talk about uncapping, and I'm a big proponent of just using these uncapped tickets that we get, these point cap tickets, using them for your ranked cup loadouts. Yes, sometimes there are things you might not use again for a while, but you never know when something's going to come back around. I'm really into uncapping basically anything I can in my ranked loadout to ensure that I win ranked. And right now it's looking for me okay. I'm in first. I'm close to my ceilings on most of these tracks, I think, if not already there. And I'm trying to save some tickets for next week if I can. It's really tough right now to plan. But this guy has, like, for example, a level 6 Wild Black, which I was teasing on the Discord as like the mark of the whale, because the Wild Black was paywalled only, right? You had to buy it. And then to get a high-end cart to level 6, you have to have so many coins to be able to buy high-end cart ticket after high-end cart ticket in the shop. To get a recent paywalled cart to level 6, it's just, you know, this guy is spending lots of money. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just trying to get a sense of what I'm going up against. And I think this guy can get way more than 18,000 on Tokyo Blur 3 with a 366 loadout. I think he's sleeping a little bit. So I'm making some moves, but they might all be for naught, but I got to do the best I can. I got to, at some point soon here, start going for it. But as always, I recommend waiting out the weekend a little bit before you make all your moves. You know, you have a certain amount of moves you're going to do. Tickets, uncapping, and in the meantime, just grind the course and get really familiar with it so that when the weekend comes through and your other opponents move around a little bit, you're ready. You're ready to do your runs. You know the track, you know what you have to get, you know what everyone else has gotten, and then you can decide, is this ticket move worth it? Do I really want to use all these tickets on this if I definitely can't get first place? If I got 15,000 points to make up, you might save them and say, all right, next week is when I'm going to really push for it, and I'm going to shoot for second place this week. It depends on your situation. But in this game, it's always thinking about so many things at the same time. You have to imagine all the different scenarios. I don't play chess, but I reckon it's something like this, where you have to imagine each scenario playing out and what are the moves I would make in each one, and weighing all these at all times between this week and also next week's ranked, which we assume is Lagoon Cup. Not confirmed. We will know tomorrow. Okay, with all that being said, let's talk about the track. I got on a rant talking about XP, but I think it's all very important for y'all to consider. Now, the top shelf cards here for a lot of players, especially the newer ones, is completely locked down. I know it's pipe locked. I know that a lot of people are pulling for Daisy Yukata, even though they weren't planning on it, because they needed to have a top shelf driver. And a lot of people are getting lucky. Now, if you've been playing since day one, chances are you might have Reindeer or Happy Mario. This is one of those moments when I do feel like, as a longtime player, I'm a little bit rewarded for having these former spotlights. Just gotta say, it's kind of nice. So I would not say the top shelf is paywalled. It's just that if you have not been playing since the beginning, you might not have a couple of these. Now, Chef Mario, not a lot of people pulled for him either, so it's tough. I think you're probably gonna have Yukata. If you're a newer player, you're going to be pulling for her. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what are y'all doing for your driver here? I never thought I would be racing and putting all my bets on Reindeer Yoshi. You know, I pulled them in the holiday era, and you know, both of these drivers I have were level 1, so I had to choose one of them to take to level 2 for bonus point boost. I usually try to at least have everything at level 2 on a ranked run. Like, it's hard for me to think about running with just a level 1 because you miss out on maybe a good 1,000 points that you could get in a frenzy run with bonus point boost, if not more. So I need to take one to level 2, and it's not going to be the Bob Cannon driver. That's the thing. I think I'm leaving Happy Mario totally in the dust. Unless something in the future happens where I have lots of tickets. You got to kind of pick and choose. And Reindeer Yoshi, honestly, the Yoshi egg is pretty good. The Frenzy's great. It's always a guaranteed hit too. I mean, unless this thing hits a thwomp in the track, the Yoshi egg is always going to connect. You just got to watch out for the explosive items and make sure that you don't hit any of them other than the mushroom, of course, if you see the mushroom pop out. But I like it. I do like Yoshi Reindeer, and he's got a lot of tracks. I mean, look, there's a couple of New Yorks, there's Vancouver, so it's cool that they put him into Tokyo. It's not what I was expecting, but hey, it is what it is, and there he is, and I'm glad. If you got Yukata, then great. But keep in mind, when you're pulling for a top shelf character, and you're putting all your rubies into just trying to get that one top shelf driver you need, remember it's still going to be level 1. So look at what everyone else is using, and if you're only using a level 1 Daisy Yukata, it's almost like, yeah, you'll get frenzies, and if you grind enough times, you will get double and triple frenzies. It happens with level 1 drivers. I've seen it on the Discord. But keep in mind, like, it's still going to be a really low level unless you have tons of tickets you want to throw onto Daisy Yukata with the Fire Flower, which doesn't seem like a great long-term strategy. Keep that in mind. Okay, so on to carts. For Tokyo, we got the gold egg. It was part of the gold pipe. I'm really glad I ended up pulling that. Coming in really handy right now, and I did put the 1 ticket onto that. Between Jump Boost and the Pink Wing, it was a bundle I bought during the Peach Tour. It's one of the bundles I have bought. I haven't bought that many, but it was one of them. It's Slipstream though. So I went to the gold egg. Now, a lot of whales will have the Wild Black. If you do buy packs, this was a really good one to buy. It's been in 2 packs. It was just back with Black Shy Guy. And I mean, if you're gonna buy one, this is a great one to buy. It's kind of like the official whale vehicle in a way. I kind of wish I had it. It's one of the ones I would love to get in an anniversary tour, for example, that might come. But we also have the Black Kabuki Dasher. We don't have access to this just yet. Possibly something in the next week coming where we will have access to that. We will see. And then we have the Prancer. So if you don't have any of them, then you're just going to go down to your second shelf. And the new intel I've gathered from people and the pro friends I know playing this game is that it's really not the level you want for the second shelf. You want to look for the highest base points. Believe it or not, apparently the higher base point cart does beat out the higher level cart, regardless of skill even. So just experiment with them, see what you get with them. You know, a lot of these high ends you're going to have at 400. You might have uncapped one of them, probably not yet, but you'll just go with one of the high ends. And if they're all 400, then go ahead and pick either, there's no jump boost or mini turbos. It's not a great list of options, but try the red bee dasher or the black bee dasher, see which one you like. For gliders, the Crimson Crane is the spotlight this week. I happened to get it a long time ago and I've pulled it a couple times. I got it in one of my all clear pipes, or maybe I got it in my free single. The only time I pulled a gold in a free single pipe, I got this Crimson Crane, which has been in the normal high end allotment, and now it's back as a spotlight. I do love it, and I am sitting on a few glider tickets, which I'm trying to, again, very strategically plot out. Like, I'm literally assigning each ticket in advance right now to next week, because I'm looking at Lagoon Cup, I'm looking at the gliders, I'm saying, okay, 2 are gonna go here probably. I'm gonna get 1 this week from Tour Gifts, and that means I can afford 1 to Crimson Crane. Okay, and that will leave me with none going into the next tour. But you do really have to think about where each ticket is going to go. That's what's brought me the success I've had in the game, just trying to impart that onto y'all. So I was able to take that to level 4 because it was halfway there, and I figure, you know, let's just go ahead and get it there. It's going to get there at some point. Let's do it now and try to get these ranked scores I need. So that's been great for me. And then we also have the Butterfly Wings, which I took to level 2 for a ranked previously. And then we have this new bundle glider, Festival Wings, only payable right now. And then we have the Daisy Glider, which got buffed, I think. It's got a good track list. So this is from the Flower Tour. So you might have that, but probably the Crimson Crane. And if you're doing Yukata pulls, you might grab the Crimson Crane along the way. So with that all said, let's look at a run on Tokyo Blur 3. Really fun track. Great to be back in Tokyo. Let's check it out. I recorded a few runs and I'm not sure what this is going to hold. I think this is my record run, but a couple things to say at the top. A lot of people are talking about the bots on this track being really hard. And yes, they are aggressive, but once you go and race and grind, many times you'll get a way around the bots. I know you will. And part of it is your starting position. Remember with the restart button in settings, you can keep restarting a race. You will lose a little XP to a certain point as you do this, but you might restart if you don't like the starting position you've been stuck in. For example, if you're in first or second, it's really easy to go ahead and start, go for the wide coins at the top, and then maintain the front running position. And then really you can work the lines and it's really easy to avoid the bots. So you got to keep that in mind as you're racing. And if you're not comfortable with the position you're in, just keep trying. And once you get into that good starting pole position, restart and keep going for that great run. So let's talk about it now. A few things I want to say as we go. The cool thing about being on the highway is that you're pinned in with walls, and I'm going to venture to say that this is the easiest track to back spam shells, to really throw any items and get maximum amount of hits when you're on this highway. So a lot of times the back spam will work for keeping your combo. So I go wide for 1, 2, 3, release, and then you're in orange, so 1, 2, release again. You're going to want to do something here, either an item or another turbo, and then cones are there for you. Then a couple coins, you're going to boost back this way. Watch out for thwomps. Back spam, it worked like I said. Back to the left, and then follow this white dotted line. 1, 2, 3, release an orange, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay right on that line, and you'll be good. Release before the glide, then you're going to dip down and up for a gate spin. Pull back as much as you can, I guess maybe for one more glide time. 3 coins, again, orange release. Then on the second lap, I take the inside line. There's 2 coins on the inside, 2 on the outside there on the second batch of coins. So either one works. The second one's wider, but you don't get more coins. Obviously, this coin frenzy was great. I got held up, and I think I just barely dropped combo there because I was stuck against the wall. This is my record run. I'm back on it now, and it's a green frenzy. So yeah, and I'm just like, let me extend this as long as I possibly can. That was almost 10 at the line, and that got me my record so far. So yeah, just watch those dotted lines. The coins really lead you through the track. And again, back spamming, just go for it. I find that 9 times out of 10, when I'm back spamming a shell or a peel, because of the tight highway walls, you're gonna get a hit, and that will often keep your combo. Okay, now we're into the dreaded Cheep Lagoon R, and I just really hate doing these. The underwater physics make it hard to control your vehicle when you're going for these clams, when you're bouncing off the terrain and you kind of end up sometimes floating a little bit and missing combo opportunities. It's really a drag. It's not a great run. The 2 runs I'm going to show you for Cheep and Luigi's Mansion are both DCF double coin frenzy runs. So they have plenty of dropped combos actually, but the double coin frenzy got me still a record score. So again, not perfect lines, but some things we can talk about along the way here. For drivers, Daisy's probably the one. And here we are again where a spotlight such as Funky Kong, like I was so glad to have pulled him, but to get him to level 5 to compete with Daisy for points, that would take so many tickets. I just don't know when that's going to happen. So Funky Kong, just like Happy Mario, is just kind of like sitting in the background collecting dust. You're honestly going to have a higher Lemmy probably than you are a Funky. So keep that in mind. This is a Gold Pass gift. Not using him though. He was just level 1. I've never raced with him really. So yeah, I mean, in a ranked at least. Dixie and Captain Toad are also here, but Daisy's really the one you want to focus on. She's also in the shop. So if you see Daisy's this week, make sure you look at your super tickets that you have and then consider buying a Daisy. I have only 1 ticket. I had her at 4. I had 2 remaining to go to 5 and she was in my shop. So I bought 1 and I had 2 super tickets. And I decided to go ahead and take her to 5 because first of all, as of the past couple of days, I was way behind in ranked. A guy was way ahead of me. I knew I needed to, I'm going to have to get a good chunk of points here to make sure I get in the first. So I needed to make one move at least to start. And it was just going ahead and taking Daisy there because I was trying to do runs for this video and trying to go ahead and get some points here. So I did take her up. I only have one ticket left, but sometimes those super driver tickets do appear in my shop. And the thing I'm comparing that against, just so you know how to think about this, is what are the super drivers I'm using next week? Really, the only one is Lagoon in Mario Circuit 3T. And he's at level 4. He would need 4 tickets. So, I mean, honestly, it's like, will I get 4 tickets between now and Tuesday? Probably not. So I'm probably not going to be able to upgrade Lagoon. So I can feel better about going ahead and putting that 1 ticket to Daisy. I hope this all makes sense. It's all about keeping all these things in mind at the same time. And really like a lot of times I'm playing this game, I'm just clicking around. I'm clicking back and forth. I'm clicking tickets. I'm looking at my gifts. I'm getting my calculator out. It's all about just kind of crunching the numbers and figuring out what you need to do for the optimal outcome. So Daisy, level 5, I love it. That's who I'm going with. And then for the carts, like we have the egg again, and we have some great things. Like I love the gold blooper is fine. It's high level because of the gold pipe. I love the snow skimmer. It's one of my favorite high-end carts. Level 3 is really good. But the Cheep charger is at level 6. It's a common, max it out from the shop. Get ticket availability as you max out things from the shop. So that's good. I actually double capped it. You know, I'm thinking, okay, what are these normal cart uncapped tickets going to be used for? There's only a couple that I use in ranked, but it doesn't matter what theoretical scenarios you run in your head. This is in ranked right now. This is why we have tickets. You have tickets to put them onto things that you use in ranked to win ranked. So like, what better time than now to just go in there and do the double uncap? And it's not even that much more, but the uncapping does contribute to your overall score. So I got a double uncap. It's a jump boost plus car, so I like it. Only 3 top shelves, but one of them I'm doing right now, and I already used this in a ranked a few months ago for maybe Choco or something. So this is a good normal cart. Don't feel bad about uncapping it. And then for gliders, what do I say every time? Super gliders from the Daily Selects. Coming in good once again. It's the Flower Glider, one of the Daily Selects. Max all your Daily Select super gliders out. It will get you the quickest chance at tickets appearing in your shop. And these super gliders come up in almost every tour. So level 6 Flower Glider uncapped. There we go. That's all you need to know. Don't even need to talk about these other ones. I mean, maybe you have one of these higher, chocolate donut or something, but nah, it's the Flower Glider. Okay, let's go to Cheep Lagoon and look at a horrible run. Sounds fun, huh? Well, let's do it. Something to keep in mind here, again, this is a terrible run until I get a double coin frenzy. You're going to want to boost to these 2 coins and then another turbo to the left. My problem is I float over these dash panels sometimes. It drives me insane. Start holding a turbo here, get the outermost coin, which I missed, and then you'll connect to this first coin here. And I'm just completely thrown off my rocker here. Of course, you want to look ahead and look at the clams. Look into the distance and find which clams have the item block appearing in them. It's totally RNG, I think. So look ahead and look for those item blocks, and that's how you're going to direct your line through the underwater section. Of course, also looking at the seaweed that you're going to be tricking off of. I feel like there's not a set line I do, that every run it's a in the moment decision of what my line is going to be based on the item blocks. Really infuriating. Do I connect here? Yes. Okay, great. Hold this once again. Let's see if I can do this now. Great. Connecting 1, 2, 3. I see the item here, so I go right for it. But you get hit some of the times. You can see the clam start to wiggle before it's about to shut, so keep that in mind. Right here, in between the 2 hills, it drops a lot. I hate how the hills just put you over into a flotation mode. You just lose control of your car. But anyway, double coin frenzy run. I even used the ticket at the end just for a couple more points. I was at 12 something at the line. That got me to 22. Amazing. I mean, I think I'm done with this track. I mean, yeah, I could get a full combo run, of course, but getting a full combo run with a double coin frenzy, it simply takes time, hours in your day. I'm talking like sit down for 3 hours and just grind this track. You will eventually get it, but do you have time in your day? Do you have time in your life? Is it affecting other things in your life? You gotta keep in mind that this is just a game, and like, you know, you put a certain amount of hours into it. And if you have the time, great. All my leisure time right now is going to Mario Kart Tour. I don't know about you guys. I'm hardly playing any other games or watching any movies or anything. If I have time at the end of the night, I'll do a little more grinding, and then chances are you will get there. I uncapped my entire loadout here, just so you know. So the more you race as you uncapped, you can save using those tickets. Just get daily EXP towards the driver, kart, and glider that you've uncapped. 127 actions, but lots of combo drops. Not a great run on paper, but at least a double coin frenzy. And that brings us to Luigi's Mansion R, a track we've done before. Again, I don't have a good run here, but it's a double coin frenzy. And a big key move to this for me, and that one that does take some grinding, is the Baby Luigi Holy Grail Boomerang Frenzy. I'm going to talk about it. Now, if you have Pauline, a lot of people have her higher or high up. It's a great one to use. I also have her level 3 with that halfway teasing stat towards level 4, but I'm not going to use the high-end driver ticket I have. I've got to save that. Baby Luigi, however, one more needed for level 6. I have always talked about not only the boomerang being a great item, but Baby Luigi and Baby Mario being kind of sleeper picks for normal drivers. He's a premium daily select, so it will cost $1,500. In fact, he's in my shop right now, and one dilemma I have, like today, one of my daily dilemmas, I'm not getting this high-end kart ticket. I don't have enough yet. I'm saving for a high-end driver ticket, but I could spend $1,500 on him, which would get me even further from that 12K I'm trying to save. Or I could risk and press my luck and wait for a normal driver ticket to pop up sometime between now and Tuesday, but it might not be till Tuesday that happens, and I'll be in last minute grinding. So I might just buy him for the $1,500. Heck, I might even do a coin rush. For me, if you spend 5 rubies on a coin rush and the 5 rubies gets you the exact item you need, to me, that's as good as doing a single pull and getting the exact item you need at the exact right time. Think about it that way. So Baby Luigi will be at level 6 somehow for me, and it's going to be great. I've also I'm going to uncap him when that happens. I have all these regular, in fact, I might be able to do a double uncapping on Baby Luigi, and I would do that. Morton is the only other normal that I would probably double cap. I might have already double capped him, I don't know. And we're getting cap tickets this week for ranked rewards. Am I overwhelming you all with information? I don't know, but this is all the stuff I think about as I play. So yeah, the move that you want to make with Baby Luigi is this. You start out the race, you're in 5th or 6th or 7th place by the time you get to that first item block. And I'm even forsaking my first 3 combo hits just to make sure that happens. Then you get the Boomerang Frenzy that gets you all those coins from that first big coin roundabout and the strip of coins after the trees. And if you can get a Boomerang Frenzy followed by a coin frenzy at some point in that run, it's a massive score. And it's really what happened to me last time this is in ranked, and it's what I'm going to be going for this time. No matter how many tries it takes, I'm going to be going for that coveted Holy Grail Boomerang and Coin Frenzy run. Hey, get a 3rd Frenzy thrown in there, that'd be great too. Other characters we have are Classic Luigi, regular Peach, you might have her higher. King Bob-omb, again, great. I'm so glad I have him. I love him. However, there's no chance I'm using him against a Baby 6 Luigi. Now, the breakdown of like the points, if you hold down and look at them, the bonus point boost is different, and the frenzy chance obviously is different between high-end and normal. But at the end of the day, I'm getting a 4 times bonus point boost, which will become a 5 times bonus point boost. And let's just look at a level 5 Peach, for example. So she's only getting the 4 times bonus point boost at level 5. You have to get her to 6 as well for the same bonus point boost. Baby Luigi is the one. Now we're at karts, and I have a couple nice high-ends that I love. I love the Snow Skimmer and this Quick Shot. They're both at level 3. Jump Boost Plus is Snow Skimmers. It's a better skill, so that's the one that I'm going with in this case. You also have these others here, but Comet Tail whichever you have highest obviously is the one you're going to go with in a top shelf cart. Then we have the gliders, and it's a little tough. I really wish I had the rainy balloons. They were on my top 10 things I need still in the game. We have the glitter glider with Lightning Plus. We have a Hanafuda that's probably not going to be leveled up at all yet for you. And then if you're lucky, the Waluigi wing is a premium daily select. It is low level for me, level 2, but with a level 2 top shelf glider, you still can get full combo on this track. I don't have an example of it here. Other people do, but I'll talk about it as we look at the run. Let's go. All right, so here's, again, not a perfect run, but it's a double coin frenzy run, and it's one of the best runs I've had so far. I'm going to start out by trying to get into 5th place by the first item. I'd lose combo, but I go wide. Here's a boost. I could have done it sooner to connect. Another one. I don't get it, but anyway, I'm pressing forward here. That's what you would do to try to get the boomerang. And now I'm suddenly in first, and I've got a combo running. Gonna release coins, double coin frenzy, but you're normally gonna go back to the right here, 1, 2, 3, boost, and then some of those coins, and then this hallway is really hard to keep your combo in. You're gonna end up banging out a turbo against the wall, and then another one before you go up the ramp. Ugh, look at that. The small lightning size makes it so that when I go off that jump, I don't get a boost. It's so infuriating, and it dropped my combo. Now here, you can sway back and forth to the right and left, especially toward the end of lap 2, and try to get the most glide times as possible, but really pulling back on the glider is not going to get you that much. Here's a normal way to back to the left, and then I would normally do one more to the left, not to the right, but anyway, I'm back to the coins and salvaged. Grab at least 2 of those ring coins, one more turbo here, and then one more before the coins. And here we are, double coin frenzy. You could also cut through the Boo cardboard shortcut if you have a frenzy, but I went ahead and tried to get, look at that, a red shell just sitting on the ground. Inside the house is the hardest part of Luigi's Mansion, though, that's for sure. You're going to want to work really hard to bang out extra turbos every chance you can on your lines. And again, look to the great players on YouTube for the perfect lines. And I'll have the perfect lines by the end of the week for sure. I just don't have them by Friday when I'm making these videos for y'all, to hopefully impart some of these tips towards how to think overall about Ranked Cup. And the way is you can really strategize, use some micro strats, as I like to call them, to maximize your Ranked Cup this week and next week and in weeks to come. All right, that's it. I'm sitting okay right now with 60. I think this guy's going to jump up a little bit, so I have a couple remaining moves like that Luigi grind, baby Luigi grind I'm going to do. But let me know how you're doing below. I always hate ending the video because we're having a good time in the chat. So now's a good time to start saying goodbye in the chat. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks to the 2,000 subscribers. Do check out the anniversary prediction video I put out. You can check that out here. And of course, my Summer Festival 2,000 subscriber special, where I talked about the 10 things I still need in my Mario Kart Tour inventory, as well as a tour of some awesome Japanese food and drink and spots in my hometown. And with that, we will see you next Wednesday for the big 2,000 subscriber special. Well, I will be doing some pipe pulls on whatever pipe 2 is, and hopefully Hakama is in there, and I will get him finally, and hopefully still save some rubies for that possible anniversary tour. Everything at Nintendo and everything at Mario Kart Tour right now is a big mystery, and it's hard to know what's coming, hard to plan for it, but we do know what we have right now. And if we have a chance at Hakama, the OG coin box character, and one that I've wanted ever since he was released in the first Tokyo Tour, just because I love him, and Coinbox, and Japan. Hakama Mario for the win next week. Tune in, okay? Thanks so much for watching, y'all. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. Good luck with your grind. Stay home, stay safe, be kind to one another, and I'll talk to y'all soon, all right? Peace.